Bros, let's get started. We're going to make some money this afternoon. We're going to be trading gold this afternoon. Gold's going to be making some moves. You could do gold and US 30, to be honest with you, but I like to, for purposes of the Discord, we're going to keep it nice and simple. So first things first, we're going to set our bias, right? Our bias on gold. So I'm writing this down on a sheet of paper. So first thing we're going to do is review news. I love trading gold too. I think everybody loves gold. When it moves, you know? All right. So headlines, bear may be stalking this market. So first article we have is today at 12:50, came out about 10 minutes ago. Let's hurry up and review it. But before we do that, actually, I don't want to miss the move, whether it goes up or down. And this has to do kind of like with my consolidation strategy. All right, so what I'm going to do here, you guys see my chart nice and clear. I want to be able to catch this. I think it's going to be a long move. On the 15-minute chart, we have that right here. It's way oversold, but it's just kind of rocking right there. Let's go out to the 1 hour. Sound is a little low. How about now? Is that better? Much better. Okay, yeah, sorry. I moved the mic a little bit closer. Okay, perfect. So, look what we have here on the 1 hour. So we have the RSI crossing about to cross up underneath the 30. So just based on that, I'm going to put down here RSI. My bias is going to be long for gold. Let's see if everything else matches up. So as I've always said, what I try to do is just try to gather as much information as possible. So while we read the news, I'm going to go ahead and look and see where the market's consolidating. It's consolidating between here, this area, and this area. So I'm going to put an alert right outside the zone. So just in case when we're looking at the news, we don't miss a breakout because it moves pretty quickly. All right. So I'm putting an alert right on the 1 minute chart right above and right below. My alert for below, sell. Okay. My alert for the top, buy. So first, let's go with the news on TradingView. A bear may be stalking this market. Summarize it. Oh, by the way, I found this other one. It's called Linear Copilot. It does the same thing as the ChatGPT thing. I think it's powered by ChatGPT, but it does it a lot better. You can ask questions like, what does this mean? It's called Linear Copilot, and it's a plugin. So, yeah. Can somebody help Gabby out with the sound? All right, so let's see what the market's talking about here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in the chat, and then we're going to go through it and see if it's negative or positive, each one. All right. Number 1. The lethal group suggests that the current market advance may actually be a bear market. So 1, negative. 2, S&P 500's low last October had a high PE ratio, which is not favorable for a bull market. Negative. Policies such as rate hikes and inverted yield curve is hostile to stock market. Negative. Bitcoin's Wall Street is holding a pattern waiting for the latest CPI and PPI data. That's nothing. All right. Wall Street, no. Bitcoin's volatility, no. Markets have become jittery ahead of release the latest U.S. inflation data. Inflation data. So that's very important, right? So the market's consolidating and waiting. Do you have music? No, I don't. Yeah, switch over to gold. There's no music here. But anyway, so market have become jittery ahead of the release of the latest U.S. inflation data. We got to find out what that is and when it comes out. I think it comes out today at came out today at 101. Current direction of Bitcoin. I don't care about Bitcoin. You guys, for more detailed analysis, blah 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 blah. So anyway, this bearish on gold, right? So that first article, I would say shorts. RSI on the 1 hour says long. Article says shorts. Let's see. So we're 101. Now let's read some more. Actually, before we do that, let's go over to trading Forex Factory and check what happened there. Click on calendar and today. Crude oil. And now check this out, guys. If you don't know what these numbers mean, right? And you want to know if this is good or bad for the market, the numbers went up. So there's two numbers here, right? This number, 2.5, went up to 2.6, and 3.86 went up to 4.0. I think this is negative for the economy. Yields are set by bond market investors. Therefore, they can be used to decipher investors' outlook, future interest, cover ratio spreads, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of complicated stuff. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, perfect. All right, so if you're a new trader and you have no idea what this means and how it affects the market, there's an easy way to do it. Let's see here. Let's go over to ChatGPT. Let's see here. Okay. ChatGPT is my friend. This is how you use ChatGPT until we get Wally working. Wally's almost up. Open the ad blog. ChatGPT. Again, open the platform, ChatGPT. And you don't have to have the paid version or anything. I'll use ChatGPT. Bad Jack. Get back to the charts. Am I back? Can you guys hear me? Perfect. Let me get my charts back up. My electricity, my breaker tripped, which caused my office lights to go out because I had too many LEDs. Because I like to party, for sure. Let's get back in. Back into gold. Okay, no, we're good. All right, let me put the screen back up. Share my screen. There we go. And go live. All right, we're back. Hold on, let me just get my broker up real quick. Yeah, US 30 is making some moves to the upside, huh? So one thing you need to know that usually if US 30 is bullish, gold is bearish. Whatever US 30 does, it's going to be the opposite. Let me take a look at it. Well, no. Let's stick to the trading plan. We're doing gold. Let's stick to gold. I think there's going to be a good opportunity here. You see this liquidity zone that we drew yesterday? See, it came down. It's just bouncing in and out of it. This afternoon, it's going to make a move. It's going to make a move somewhere. We got to figure out where that is. All right, so where were we? Forex Factory. We got to figure out what those numbers mean, right? And how it's going to affect the economy. So first thing you do is go to forexfactory.com, click calendar, click today, 10-year bond auction. Get out here, gay. All right, perfect. Now I go over to ChatGPT. We're not calling anything yet, guys. Let's calm it down there, all right? Boom. So now we're in ChatGPT, right? We want to analyze this data. I'm going to copy this. Actually, I don't move this thing. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I'm going to copy all of this. Do not have to become an economist. I'm going to say the 10-year bond auction went from I want that first number. This is previous. Paste it here to this number right here. Now we're going to ask her, give her the information. I say, what is the usual effect on XAU/USD? When these numbers rise. Because it went from 3.86 to 4.0 and 2.5 to 2.6. All right. When the yield of bonds rises, this typically indicates the bond prices have fallen. This movement can have implications for various financial markets, including gold. Traditional, let's see, impact on gold. Rising bond yields could make bonds relatively more attractive compared to gold. This is because bonds may offer higher yields and are generally considered safer. Okay. Opportunity costs as bond, blah, 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 dollar strength. Higher bond yields can make the US dollar more attractive, hence why the US 30 is soaring. Market sentiment, rising bond yields might also be interpreted as a sign of economic optimism, potential inflation. In such cases, investors may become more willing to take on risk, which could lead to reduced demand. So, is it bullish or bearish? Bearish. Too much information. I want to read all that. To consider these traditional relationships, a rise in bond yields, bearish. Thank you. All right, done. Bearish. So the news is bearish. Shorts. So we have one RSI on the 1 hour says long. One news article said shorts. Forex Factory also says shorts. Let's go read some more. See where we're going to take this bad boy. So we read this one already. This one came out of our gold, silver, text, precious metals, ease. You're now in long. Let's see. Check this out. So this is a website. It's actually, they make you click something on US 30. Goes up, gold goes down. Yes. If USD goes up, gold goes down. Yes, typically yes. I'm not sure. Can I follow if I'm doing gold futures? I've never traded futures. I really don't know that market that well, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. All right. Gold. 79% of clients are net long. Let's see what this article says here. Summary. Gold is declining for the third consecutive week. Gold weekly chart. That is shorts. Overall, I don't have to read the whole thing. Under gold says bearish. It does say bearish because the market's in a decline right now. But I don't understand why it says here 79% of clients are net long. I think those are swing traders. Those are people that, are buying and holding. Nobody's entered. We're not doing anything yet. We're evaluating. It's part of the process. We evaluate, get all information, get our bias, set our entry. All right. So cool. So we have 3 bearish, and then the RSI says long. Let's go back. Go back to another article. It's over here. Chips stumble for second as the video weighs in. Don't miss. Look at this article. Don't miss out why you should buy gold now. Why should I buy gold now, Mr. Man? Summarize it. So we're on our 3rd news article. No, 4th. And they're all saying shorts. This is the only one that says long. This came out at 11:17, right before, a little bit before lunch. Let me copy it and let's evaluate it in the Discord. Chip stocks, including NVIDIA, are falling as investors sell interest rate. When stocks fall, gold rises. So the first bullet point, I would say, is positive for gold. No, I haven't. I'm not trading US 30. Can you take a look at US 30? All right, let me take it. Everyone's talking about US 30. Let's take a look. It probably is going to be running. Let me just take a look because gold seems to be consolidating for a little bit, but it seems like the market has decided. All right, first things first, I'm just going to do technical analysis on US 30. Let's go out to 1 hour. Just a trade that we took last week. RSI is kind of flat there. It's headed to the 50. Buying momentum is in. I wouldn't take a trade on this right now just based on 1 hour, and here's why. The RSI tends to bounce off of the 50. If I would have caught this trade down here, yeah. But you see this yellow line and see how it's kind of flat, right? So there's either a reversal coming. The RSI is either going to reverse right here and have a pullback, or it's going to, the yellow line is going to cross under the RSI and it's going to continue pumping, which is more than likely to happen. But I've already, we're already in on gold. Let's continue evaluating gold. If you did want to take a long US 30, it wouldn't be a unwise decision, especially that everyone's saying shorts on gold. Hold on a second. So let me go down to the 1 minute. So if I did do it, this is exactly what I would do. I would enter here. I would exit here. Fuck it, let's run it. I think there's a lot of momentum here. Why did it consolidate right here? That's the no. Let's go back to gold. It's too much going on there. It pumped up, it's consolidating. Something's happening in the market that we don't know about. Let's just keep evaluating gold, stick to the plan, and when you jump around and shit, that's how you lose trades. So, where were we? Third news article. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So let me go back to reading this. First bullet point here is long for gold. Chip stocks, including NVIDIA, are falling as investors sell interest rate. Well, no, sorry. Chip stocks, including, that's long. Yeah, that's positive for gold. So, but that came out about an hour ago. No, it came out at, what time does it come out? The Philadelphia Semiconductor Index is down. Small caps have fared worse, but volatility indexes remain subdued. The market is awaiting consumer price data for July. When does that come out? This could be a reason why the market's consolidating right now. The market is awaiting consumer price data for July. Gold prices are under pressure, but the long-term bull market remains intact. So that's positive on gold. Gives a sentiment. Governments continue to validate gold's role as a hedge against economic uncertainty. Buying gold on dips has historically been a better approach than buying on rallies. Overseas stock markets are mixed. Yeah, okay. Energy stocks and service providers. I think that article was overall long on gold. Okay, so we have first article, short, Second article short, third article short, fourth article saying long. But I think this article is mostly talking about swing traders. I don't think it really applies to us. I think it's mostly for people that are looking to buy and hold. Let's see here. We'll see one more. Stock slip. It's a little mixed. The news is a little mixed today. And here's what we're going to do. So, stock slip on weakness in chip stocks. Oh, where's the heat map? Take a look at that bad boy. So, based on my evaluation of the market today on gold, we have some people saying that it's long, some people saying that it's short, but I think the overall is bearish. That's what I'm seeing. More bearish than longs. But I wonder if volume's going to hit the market today, or they're going to wait for tomorrow. The CPI is tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. And whenever we get news at 8:30 a.m., we do at 9:30. Catch that big candle. Quick profits. Majority, I would say this is, yeah. So the stock heat map is short, bearish overall. Okay. I'm just going to move this to another screen of mine. Oops. Go. Cool. Brown, if your setup isn't showing you something you like, prefer not taking a trade, no worries. No, it's so this is I'm going to show you guys an example of what I do when I don't know what to do. So this is another one of my strategies, right? So I just let the charts tell me what to do. Overall, I'm going to be tomorrow we trade US 30. Overall, I think I am bearish short on US 30, but the RSI on the let me see, on the 1 hour just gotta be, look how low that thing is. Just gotta be a long move coming, Gotta be a long move coming. It's in the liquidity zone. So where would it go? Let me go look at the daily. Selling pressure is dwindling. Take a look at this candle here. This 1 hour candle. This is a bullish engulfing candle on the 1 hour. Whenever the body of the green candle is bigger than the last red candle, that usually means a reversal. Look at the higher time frame real quick. Yeah, it's looking real long. RSI again on the 4 hour. Let's go look at the daily. Daily has some more room to go as far as to the downside. Also have another liquidity zone here. Let's go back down to the 1 minute. All right. Consolidation strategy. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to, I think it's going to make a push to the upside, but I definitely want to catch that move to the upside. So we're going to go ahead and take a long position and just wait for it to hit. Where's my thing? long. Are we going to enter? Think right above this area because you see where it keeps getting wicked out right here. So I'm thinking it's the 1 minute chart. Catch it right there. TP is going to be this. This is the 15-minute what's that thing called? 15-minute support area. I don't think we need that much of a stop loss because when volume hits, should hit. This is a 1 to 4, 1 to 4.6. Pretty good. Now you see the RSI on the 1 minute. Can you pull it up for a screenshot? Yeah, sorry. Let's see here. Sorry, 1 second. Can somebody screenshot that and put it in there for me? Entry profit level. Hold on, let me go down. All right, cool. It's a buy stop. So buy stop is when here, I'll put it in there as well. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. How's US 30 doing? Actually, let me pull it up on one of my screens. All these goddamn screens. Why not, huh? I want to take a look at US 30. Huh. Consolidating. Something has to be happening in the market right now. I don't know what's going on, but like usually after you get news like this on Forex Factory, volume hits the market. The big guys are putting in their orders, but nothing's happening. What is this? Crude oil inventory? It doesn't matter. So we're going to await. So 1 minute. Time on the trade for gold. Place the buy stop. Also, what time is it? 1:40. What I've always noticed, and I don't know why this happens, if you're waiting for consolidation to end, it usually happens at like 1, 2, 3, or 4 o'clock. So I don't know why that happens. I don't. It's just the way it works. Yeah, it's a buy stop. So place it. I gotta pull up mine now. Okay. My brokerage account up here. It's on gold. Gold settles at 0.55% lower at data talk. Let's summarize that. Gold prices decreased by 0.5% due to front da 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 da. Copy. Pasty. Let's evaluate this. This is new news on gold. Gold prices decreased by 0.4%. Just give me a second on writing anything in the chat, guys. I'm trying to read it, and anytime you put something, it like moves it. Gold prices decreased by 0.4%, 4 or 5% due to front month comics gold losing $8.70 per troy. That's bad for gold. American households have taken on too much portfolio risk by increasing their exposure to equities to a record 30% of net worth. American households have taken on too much portfolio risk. Economist Troy warns that high equity exposure poses a risk considering current macro risks. The stock market's vital signs resemble those of dying bull rather than a new bull market. Chip stocks and Nvidia are falling. Positive volatility indexes for both large and small cap stocks remain low despite recent market declines. Wall Street is holding pattern as the market awaits the latest CPI and PPI data. Wall Street is in holding pattern as the market awaits latest CPI. Okay. Time is it? This might be happening all day. We might not have a trade today, but we definitely got a big one tomorrow. What to do, Brown? What to do? It is 1:43. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like the markets today. It's just based on my experience. Cancel this order. Cancel that. Based on my experience. So do we delete? Yeah, delete. I thought that this news would have more of an effect on the market, but I think because CPI comes out tomorrow and it's so close within a window, and that's what really investors are waiting on, they're not making a move today. They're not making a move today. Yeah, delete it. Here's another good strategy. The consolidation strategy, right? So you put a line to the bottom, alert to the bottom, alert to the top, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. 3 times. But this thing's been consolidating for a while. So I wouldn't do it right now. Yeah, let's go back and look at US 30 for a little bit. Let's do the news on the US 30. Let me see here in the heat mappery. Heat map is neutral as hell, too. Let's refresh it. We got some gray, we got some green, we got some red. Okay. Oh, US 30. Go to McDonald's tonight. Tomorrow you have the steaks. It's doing the same in essence. It is doing the same. So whenever the market's consolidating, everybody, the big guys with the big money, they're waiting on something. Okay. What's moving the market right here are guys like us, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. But we don't trade with guys like us. We trade with the big boys. And that's how we make the big moves. See? These are the guys on TikTok right here. That's them, right? These guys, that's us. That's where we want to be. These big moves. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. We don't want to be in here, you know? Market could either, one news article comes out and some hedge fund decides, I'm going to sell, right? Boom. So whoever bought here, stopped out, boom, TikTok traders. Gotta love them. Man, I'm telling you, I was just up, just looking at it. And like some of these traders are crazy, man. I don't even understand why people believe them. You have a way with words. I do have a way with words. I do. All right, so I think we're just going to evaluate the market today. So on US 30, I want you to put an alert top, alert on the bottom on the 1 minute. Okay. And the alert at the top, possible, like this, possible buy. The first thing you're going to do in this possible buy, okay, possible buy. Number 1 hour, you're going to check 1 hour RSI. The confirmation is must be below the 50. That's the middle line. Must be below 50. If that's there, that's one confirmation to say maybe we should take this long. Number 2 is check heat map. If green, go. 3, check recent news. 4, 15-minute RSI below the 50 or at the 30. Let me copy this. So I put these things in because sometimes I forget. You know, we're human and we forget. I'm like, what is this alert on gold? What was I doing with gold, or what was I doing on US 30? Possible buy. And I'll put a reminder here. Volume up. Oh, so I set that. It's looking like it's going to take a crash though. And why do I say that? Look at these wicks to the top. Wicked out, but then you see right here another one, wick. Still wouldn't take it. We have another area right here, noisy. I think we're going to come down to this area, maybe a pullback, and then push further down. I'm not taking any trades. Let's get her tomorrow at 9:30. It's stop loss season all day. Go back and forth. Maybe I'll put the alert down here outside of the zone. Alert. Call it possible sell. And all the notes I put for the buy is just the opposite for the sell, right? So check 1 hour RSI must be above 50. You guys don't know what that means. This is the 50 right here. Hey, people, should be by Friday. I'm recording the videos, and also the gentleman that's doing the editing for the videos, the new videos. Can you reach out to me? I don't remember which one's your telephone number, so we could get that done. I'm sure you're in here somewhere. Just text me, please. Thank you. Course will be done Friday. Should be done Friday. I'm pushing for Friday. Must be above 50. Check heat map. Red. Check recent news. 15-minute RSI above 50. All right, so no trades today, unfortunately. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't catch FOMO or anything like that. See what's happening. Mortgage applications log third straight weekly decline as rate rises. All right, so let's see what's happening tomorrow and get our game plan for tomorrow. Let's not even worry for today. So everybody's waiting on the big news mañana, the 10th, Thursday. See this right here? We're going to make a lot of money tomorrow, guys. I love when news comes out at 8:30. There's no trade. When news comes out at 8:30, if anybody's new, if let's say this one's negative, right? For gold, that means buys, longs, right? Let's say all of this is positive, and usually they're all in sync. But for now, let's just do an evaluation and see what the forecast is. You can tell a lot, and let's evaluate what these things mean, right? So I'll put it in the chat. So the previous for the CPI is 0.2, forecast is 0.2. That probably won't affect the market. CPI here went up. Remember we did the ChatGPT thing? Let's see here. When the CPI rises, is that usually good or bad for the economy? When the consumer price index rises, it generally has both positive and negative implications for the economy, and its impact can depend on the context and the extent of the increase. So it depends on how much is increased. The CPI is a measure of the average change over time in the prices paid by urban consumers for market basket of consumer goods. Basically, it's how much we're paying for goods. And it gauges inflation. So if the number goes up, that means we're paying more for goods. The number goes down, means that we're paying less for goods, right? I can copy this and put it there. I'll just pin it as a note. CPI. Cool. If the CPI is greater than 1, it's bad. Yeah. No, well, I don't know if it's greater than 1, but, oh, you mean 1 point? Moderate increase in CPI can be a sign of growing economy. It suggests that consumer demand is robust and businesses are able to pass on higher costs to consumers. Earnings and profits. Inflation can lead to higher nominal wages and corporate profits, benefiting workers and businesses if wages rise. Okay. Debt relief. Inflation can erode the real value of debt over time. Borrows who hold fixed, blah, 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 blah. Negative aspects. Reduced purchasing power, a price rise. Can purchase fewer, blah, blah, blah. You can read it. 9 a.m. We'll be going live tomorrow. 100%. Central banks, like the U.S. Federal Reserve, often aim to maintain stable and moderate inflation as part of their monetary policy. They typically consider both positive and negative impacts of inflation when making policy decisions. All right, so CPI, the interpretation of CPI is neither like up is bullish, down is bearish. It affects the market in so many ways that sentiment could be either way, just depending on what markets you're looking at. So what I would do here is, hold on, sorry. This is month to month, year to year. This is one that we would mostly. So increased CPI means increased inflation, higher prices, which is usually bad. Core CPI. I think that's the one that we need there. What, 0.2, forecast to be 0.2. Unemployment claims, 227 to 231. So the forecast, unemployment claims, we're going to do the same thing for unemployment claims for a second. Let's go chatty. If unemployment claims rise, is that usually good or bad for the economy? And give me the usual bullish or bearish market sentiment when it rises, and the effect on gold. AI, baby, gotta love it. A rise in unemployment claims is generally considered bad for the economy. Unemployment claims increasing often indicate that more people are losing their jobs. Bullish or bearish market sentiment. Bullish market sentiment. If unemployment claims are low or decreasing, it is usually seen as a positive sign for the economy. Bearish market sentiment. On the other hand, when unemployment rises, it is often leads more bearish market sentiment. Okay. So down good, up bad. That's pretty much it. Down good, up bad. So I'm going to make a note. So I think the main thing that we need to look out for tomorrow is the unemployment. And overall the CPI, the year to year CPI. This one. Oh no, hold on, where did it go? So because these things aren't moving that much, 0.2 to 0.2. So make a note, unemployment, if it goes up, if that number goes up, it goes up from 227. If it's anything above 227, looking for shorts because more people are unemployed. Up, bad for the economy. Down, good for the economy. So unemployment, that number goes down. We're looking for longs, or bias is going to be long just based on that. Core CPI, if that number goes up, it's either here. If the core CPI goes up, it measures inflation. Higher inflation is usually bad for the economy, but from what we're reading there, it's a little complicated. Either way, tomorrow we'll know what market sentiment is at 9:30. We'll see where the big guys are going to take it. So, oh, we got some more stuff. Natural gas. Well, 415, good. 30-year bond auction. I really only like these two guys right here. Those are the ones that have like the major effect on the market. Tomorrow's going to be a day. Tomorrow's going to be a day. I love when all the news comes out at the same time. Let me share something with you guys. So let's say CPI would have came out at 8:30. Core CPI came out at 10. And then CPI year to year comes out at 11, right? That's a day you don't want to hop in the market, because if at 8:30 this is positive and the market goes up, and then at 10 this one's negative, we got sellers, you know what I mean? It's all over the place. But when we could evaluate all of this at 8:30 before the market opens, it gives us a 1 hour window to know whether to buy or sell, right? And then we'll confirm that with the RSI, and we'll confirm that with the on the 1 minute chart, just the first candle that we see, we should see volume hit the market. After that first 1 minute candle, we'll enter. So we'll wait on a 1 minute candle at 9:30, whether it's going to be positive or negative. I mean, whether it goes up or down. We'll evaluate the unemployment claims, and we'll go from there. Give me 1 second, guys. Hey, love. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. That's fine. All right. All right. Nice. Oh, sorry, guys. That's my wife. She's taking one of the cars to. I told you I have an exotic car rental business. One of the cars. Give me 1 second, guys. Discord. Also, have them. Are you at a mechanic or a tire shop? That's fine. Ask him to check. Ask him to check the motor mounts. Tell him that it's feeling a little weird when the car's idling. Yeah. Well, no, just do that. Do the tires first. Drive it. See how it feels, and call me back. Okay. I said have them do the front, the whatever they're doing to the front first. Drive it. I guess just come home and then see how it feels and let me know. All right. Yeah, of course. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm in the car rental business as well. Oh, really? I do two-row and I do exotic car rentals. So I have 8 vehicles that I rent out, mostly through two-row. But I do have exotics that I do private. Nice. What floor is your apartment on? Your view is incredible. This is the 42nd floor. Yes. Does unemployment claims weigh more than the CPI? So, okay, I'm not going to say yes or no. It depends. So let's say, for example, unemployment claims goes from 227 to 4 something, right? Then it's going to weigh more, and then CPI goes from 0.2 to 0.3. In that scenario, unemployment claims is going to weigh more, right? It all depends on how big that these numbers move. Now, let's say unemployment claims goes from 227 to 228, and then CPI goes from 0.2 to 0.6. In that scenario, CPI would weigh more on the market. So it all depends on how these numbers move. No, I never. Well, it depends. If I see, I never like to hop in the market before 9:30, because here's what happens. I don't know if you guys have caught on to this. But before 9:30, right? If the market is trending up, usually right at 9:30, there's a reversal. Like if you're seeing green candles but right before 9:30 on the 1 minute chart, usually it more times than not it'll reverse. Sorry guys. So yeah, we'll just do a Q&A, kind of watch the markets for today. So we have our game plan for tomorrow. Our game plan is to evaluate these numbers at 8:30, see which ones are going to affect the market more. US 30 is on a run, or yeah, I think US 30. Our alert on US 30 got hit or whatever. Check the candles. Consolidating. So, okay, let's go through the steps, right? So, let's say I wasn't on the charts, right? Do you only trade US 30 and gold? No, I trade the euro dollar as well, which is also kind of just consolidating as well between this area, this area. Everybody's just chilling today. Everybody's just chilling. I trade euro dollar as well. I learned to trade on euro dollar. Gold is down, RSI is below. Gold is down, RSI is down also. Enjoy. Swamp Donkey, enjoy your squash match. So, as a new trader, euro dollar is one of those pair that are the easiest to trade because when they make a move, they move in repeatable patterns. Meaning, let's go out to the higher time frames, right? Because the euro and the dollar are two very strong economies. Clear all this stuff out. Sorry. So, meaning when you go out to the daily, for example, when you see a trend like this, get your trend line, boom. And you find liquidity right there. Red candle before I push the upside. As you can see, price is right around the daily liquidity zone. So what I would do if I was going to be trading this, I would put an alert on this trend line, look for a breakout. This is either going to retest this area or go back down to this area. This is on the daily. RSI is flat, doesn't really tell us much. Just go over to our 15-minute. Based on just technical analysis, not even fundamental, I think this thing is getting ready for a breakout. Let's see if there's any news on the euro today. Stocks slip, weakness in chip stocks. This is bad for the dollar, right? So when it's bad for the dollar, you would buy. So that would confirm a breakout. Global stocks steady, lifted by Europe. Dollar dips on China selling. So Europe's economy, this basically just says 3 hours ago, Europe's economy is doing good. So that would also confirm a buy. Euro could drop versus dollar in September. We don't care. Oh, no, this is September. We do care. Why? Summarize. So I see some people asking questions about whether it's a demo or paper trade. If you know how to execute trades, if you know the basics, you have your MT4 set up, put a small amount in your account, put $100 in there, 150, 200 bucks, 250 bucks, and just take my signals. Take my signals. And the reason why I say to use real money is when you're a new trader, trading becomes real to you when you see real money. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to withdraw. Okay? You're not going to compound it. I want you to withdraw. Like, I don't care if it's 20 bucks. You know what I mean? And spend that money. What that does for you mentally is say, this is real. You know what I mean? I could really learn this and I could really do this. Give me 1 second. Hey, love. Cool. How's the car riding? Still wobbly? Then didn't you just change your tires? Oh, oh, gotcha. So you're going back to the tire place. Okay, cool. All right, call me when that's done. All right, bye. Love you. So I've kind of taken a step back from the car rentals and I have my wife running that business, so I could have more time with you guys here. And something else I wanted to share with you guys. In the process of me like becoming a teacher or whatnot for you guys, it's improved my trading. Like this month, I'm at a 92% win rate, right? Which is really high in trading. But I think that came from me making the course and kind of diving in. US 30, sorry. This volume definitely hit US 30. Hold on 1 second. I'll finish that statement in a second. Let's refresh the heat map real quick. Let's see if it's turning green. Apple, Microsoft. See, and this is another thing. Whenever you see red, take a look at these numbers, right? So they're negative. Think about it like your bank account, right? Like you're overdrawn, but you're not you're overdrawn by 57 cents. If you're overdrawn by $10, it's heavier, right? So like this could switch from green to red like in an instant, you know? So also always look at those numbers. This one, slight profits. This one, you see this JPM, negative 1.0, negative 0.4, 1.3, 1.7. IBM is down bad, negative 2. McDonald's negative 15. Let's go to the 4-hour. See, this is indicative of where the market is right now. When you see all gray on the 4-hour heat map, what that means is that nobody's making any moves. Everyone's just waiting. You're like the Yoda. Oh yeah. So as I was saying, by making a course, I think it kind of just sharpened my skills, right? And that's why I say you got to remain coachable and teachable in trading. You know, you always have to be learning more because I learned things about my strategies that were good and bad, and I kind of adjusted it. And I think that adjustment is working. You know, obviously, 10 trades, 9 wins, 1 loss. Go back to, I want to go take a look at what your story's doing. Your story's fucking going off like a rocket. is our 15-minute chart. Should have some resistance here. Then we have a liquidity zone here. But it's been this one right here. I'm going to mark this one off. This will all be just charting for tomorrow. These will be our areas of interest for tomorrow. Zone there. We have another one up here. That was our TP for the trade that we took. I think it was Tuesday. I think we closed out around here. But it definitely took a while, but it definitely hit the TP and reversed right away. And you know what the crazy thing was? I was going to do this on Tuesday. I was going to do that and bring it down to right here, our entry. And I would have put my stop loss right here, right above the zone. That would have been an excellent trade. That worked out pretty well. So it would have taken 645. Too long. But that would have been a sell stop. Price comes up. Boom. Sell limit. Price goes up. Boom. Down into it. That would have been a great trade. So let's set up for tomorrow. All right. I know there's some new people in here, so I'm going to get off soon. But before I do that, let's clear my charts. I always clear my charts on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But I'm going to remove this alert. And let's get set up for tomorrow. Whether the news is positive or negative, we want to know where we're going to be. All right, so we start on the daily. All right, on the daily, I look for two things. This is charting 101. Solving out, no, we didn't take a trade. The market's in consolidation. They're waiting on CPI data for tomorrow. So the market's not a lot of volume in the market. Traders, the big traders, are waiting for CPI tomorrow, which we'll catch. 100%. Yeah, if you're on a funded account, you should definitely follow my signals. Reason being is I use a pretty tight stop loss. All you have to do is just adjust your lot size and make sure whatever lot size you're using, you're not risking too much capital where you would blow the account or not pass the challenge. So for tomorrow, use a high lot size. We're gonna make some money tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be one of the days, like I think it was Monday, where we just got in. Not a high lot size, use your own risk. But me personally, I'm gonna try to run it up. Because the opportunities like that don't come very often in the month. Where you have all this news coming out at 8:30 a.m. and it gives you the opportunity to get in at 9:30 and take that trade window from 9:30 to 11. All right, so let me get back to charting 101. So if you're a newbie, this is for the newbies. This is the daily chart for US 30. And what I need is my volumes indicator, which is right here. You click on indicators and type in volumes there, and it'll pop up. And you also need your RSI. So what I look for here is a trend on the daily. So I'm going to grab my trend line tool. I'm going to do it from here. About right here. We want to touch the bottom of the wicks. Oop. That is my trend line. And also you can set an alert on the trend line as well. Daily trend line. Hit. Look for support for buy or breakout for sell. So the trend is up, but I do believe the market will come back down, hit this trend line. If news is positive tomorrow, we got to watch out for that. Come back down, hit it, and then continue to the upside. Another thing we look for on the daily, only when price is trading around these areas, like the daily support and resistance areas, I switch from my candles to my lines. Stretch it out a little bit. Let me close this right here. Get out of here, Copilot. Don't need you. All right. And now we're only going to mark off the areas. No, I'm on the daily. Awesome, bro. John, that's good. That's good. All right. So I'm going to grab my horizontal rate tool. And you see this blue line? That's where price is trading. So I want to look for areas above this line where the market might make a reversal. So you see these areas like this. So we're only looking above this blue line. But we have this one right here. Area of this is resistance. See, market came up, retested it. Areas like this. So we have three main areas above where price is trading, and this is where we'll look for our TPs. If news is positive tomorrow, this will be our possible TP. Remember, to get to these areas, because we're on a daily, takes a longer time. So we're going to go down to, actually, let me switch these to red. I always keep my for the red support and resistance, the lines for support and resistance on daily red, so I can differentiate them on the charts. Now we're going to go down to the 1 hour, and we're going to look for support and resistance as well, and we're going to make those yellow. Those are our entries or areas of interest as well. Let me mark this one off as well. Actually, this is exactly where price is. So you see how price is consolidating around these areas, around this area? See, it's just bouncing up and down at this area. Tomorrow, it's going to bounce either to here, here. It will not go here because it's daily. It's too far. And now we do the same thing for the bottom, actually. I'm sorry, on the daily. Let's say news is negative. Let's see where it might go to. So let's look for areas below where price is. So we have this one here. We have this one right here. There. This one's pretty close to that one. If I do that one, we have support there, support there. And I think that's all we need. We don't need these ones all the way to the bottom because price is not going to go there anytime soon. Maybe next week or week after, we'll mark those off, but we don't need it right now. We just need the key areas where price is trading. Now we go down to our 1 hour. And we do the same thing. We're plotting support and resistance areas. On our 1 hour, same thing. Price is trading right here. We're looking for areas like this. Here's some strong support right here. Boom. I'm going to mark that off. Resistance right here. Oh, let me change it. Sorry. Change it to yellow. So your 1 hour, your support and resistance areas are marked off in yellow, red for daily. We have another area right here. Boom. Came up, rejected, bum, 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 came down. Only around where price is trading. So let's go back in the market a little bit and look for areas above this little pink line or below this little pink line right here. Here we are. So here's another key area. Looking for these sharp turns to the downside. So this is below. Key areas below the market, where market is. And I think that's all we need for that, for the 1 hour. Now let's find some areas above where market is trading. This one here. We're looking for above here. We have resistance here, but I'm not going to mark it off because it correlates with this one. But I'm going to move this one back. Area above supports and resistance. I cannot wait for tomorrow. I love days like tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to mark off this one as well because it's a huge move. That one. That one. Not that one. This one here. Looking for sharp moves. Up or the downside. All right, cool. I do not trade NASDAQ. Reason being is NASDAQ just moves a little bit slower than US 30. I like, because I'm a day trader, I like the way US 30 moves. And there's so many companies that affect the NASDAQ that it's harder to interpret because there's more companies. So it's harder to get market sentiment on NASDAQ because it's just so many companies that affect the market, you know? All right. Next step, we are going to go down to our 15-minute. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, and it's in the course as well. But it's always good to repeat. Repetition, guys. That's how you get good. Switch back to candles. And now what we're looking for here is supply and demand areas. Some people call them order blocks. Order blocks are where hedge funds or the big guys, hold on a second, or the big guys put in their orders to buy. Like this would be an order to buy to move the market up, or put in their orders to sell, right? Just like how we put in our sell stops. You know, there's guys with a lot more loot than us that are putting in these moves to sell here or to buy here, right? So we're gonna, and price usually goes back to those areas. So this is where price is trading now. So let's find a couple areas above, in between where price is and our 1 hour resistance. So we're looking for sharp moves like this. So we grab our start from the beginning over here. So we have oh shit. 1 second. Hey Tyler. What? No, I just realized it's 2:30. I'm still in the Discord with the students. Give me like another hour. So 3:30. Okay, sounds good. Sorry, buddy. When do you put the rectangles? Where? All right, the rectangles. What we're looking for the rectangles are big moves to the upside or downside. You put the rectangle, so supply zones are to the top, think supply sell, and demand zones are to the bottom, right? Or buying orders, right? So I always do from the bottom of the wick of the last green candle. That represents the last time sellers had control of the markets before buyers took over. So that's what we want to mark off, because these are your buyers. You're going to buy up out of this zone, right? So buyers are looking to come back into this area. This is where all the orders for buys are, right? And then sellers are to the top. So you would use the last green candle before a push to the downside. So that would be this one right here, wick to wick. Okay. Supply, demand. Okay. And this is probably where the market will go today. Somewhere in this area, but there's a lot of noise right here. There's another supply area right here. So let's go back in the market and look. So this is where price is. This one's a little choppy. Here, this one's much better. We want it to be clear. So this one right here. So this candle, mark that off. Apply zone. Remember, I'm only looking for areas around where price is trading. And this red candle right here, I would mark that off, put a rectangle around the entire body and wick of the candle. Let's go back. We have this one right here. I wouldn't mark that one off. It's not that sharp of a, we're looking for big drops and big, pushes to the upside. Sorry, undo that. Stuff like this, big ones. Do this as well. Last green candle before the push to the downside. And I think we're good. All right. So we're all set up for tomorrow. All right. Zoom out a little bit, take a look at maybe the 1 hour, see what we got going on. All right. So key areas where I think we're going to be, where the market will be tomorrow. I think price will be either be here or bouncing around here. So if we're looking, if news is negative, we'd do something like this. Short. Let's say this is 9:30 a.m. right here. I would go right there. My entry would be right there. I'd be looking for shorts. Adjust my stop loss. I would do TP1 right here. TP2 in the middle of this zone. But I believe eventually it would head to our resistance area, which is right here on the 1 hour. So usually the market moves like this. Let's say tomorrow it comes in. Let me grab something right here. All right, cool. It's consolidate, comes into this area, consolidates. Boom. We get the CPI information. It's 9:30 a.m. Market comes down. It'll probably, reject right here. So we would probably need to, because remember the red is our daily area of support or resistance. So I move my stop loss a little bit higher. There. And then it'll come down, consolidate here, just bounce around a little bit, and then move down. This is what I expect to happen if news is negative tomorrow. I don't think it will be. The market had a really good, how many points stop loss do you usually use? I usually do a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. And then I gauge I calculate my risk, or how much I would lose based on that. So I put my stop losses based on key areas, not based on my lot size, So if I need to put my stop loss higher, right? Like, for example, if I need to put my stop loss up here, I'm going to use a lower lot size. I'm going to risk less, Now, what I do is, once I'm in the trade and I'm seeing big green candles or big red candles, I'll probably put in another order. at a higher lot size to increase the profits. US 30 heading to our size 70. Yep. Probably going to go up to this area and then consolidate for the rest of the day. What time is it? 2:30? Okay. Let's see here. So tomorrow, let's go to our daily. I'm going to mark off 9 a.m. See that on the daily. On the 1 hour. I always like to put a line between 9 and 9:30. I'm going to delete this so nobody gets confused. That would be a sell stop. So let me explain the difference between a sell limit and sell stop right real quick. Let's say let's use the replay tool. Okay. Let's cut it off here. Okay. So for example, a sell stop, let's say you want to do a long position, right? I mean, a short position. Let's say you want to do a short position right here, right? You're thinking market's going to come back up and go back through price, right? To come back down, right? And that probably would be a good scenario right there. So a sell limit, I always explain it like this because they look kind of like L's. So you're expecting price to come up and then go back down through your entry, put your entry and go to your TP. So to me, this kind of looks like an upside down L. So when you think limits, think L. A sell stop is when you want to enter when price is above your area. So let's say you're expecting this chart to come down and go through and your entry. It just sell stop, just goes right in. Yeah, no trades today. I'm just prepping for tomorrow. Let's see here. A second. All right. So this one. Yeah, this is the hourly. Whichever one is highlighted in blue, see, like daily, blue, that's daily. Well, blue, 1 hour. That's what that means. And if you guys have the replay tool, I highly suggest you use it. You just click these things down here. You could just move forward one by one on any time frame. You know, I'll tell you. My volume indicator just has a red, says no volume data. Make sure you're just using the regular volumes. Here's the inputs. MA length 20, style. Maybe you have one of these unclicked or something. Could use this volume MA. Visibility. I did it. I totally forgot about that. That's so much going on, guys. So much. So I'm going to exit there. Preferably tomorrow, I'd like to see good news. Reason being is there's a lot of noise to the upside. Like if we're going to be taking buys, we got to bust through this area, this area, this area, this area. But sells, we only have to go this area, this area. Well, they're both kind of noisy. I don't want to be in the market for that long. So I'll probably put a tight stop loss, but high lot size. so I can increase my profits and just be in and out for tomorrow. Just some more news. BlackRock says core inflation will remain sticky. What does that mean? Summarize. It does that sometimes. Mortgage applications in the U.S. have declined. That is bad for the economy. People aren't buying houses. That means they don't got bread. The decline is attributed to the rise in 30-year fixed rate on conforming loan balances. That's negative. The market composite index measuring loan applications volume dropped negative. The refinance index saw a 4% drop negative. Rising treasury yields and downgrade of the U.S. negative. Pardon me. Adjusted purchase indices decreased by negative. Average interest rate 30-year fixed rate mortgages with conforming loan balances increased. The more you pay for your mortgage, the more money you got to spend. That's bad for the economy. For higher loan balances, the rate also increased. That goddamn shit. Fixed rate mortgages with 30-year terms backed by Federal Housing Administration reached 7.02%, highest rate. I think tomorrow the CPI is everything's going to be negative. I think I'm going to be very, 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 very bearish tomorrow. I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. All right. Travis, your US 30 above the chart next to time frame says Black Bull. Mine says Cap. It doesn't matter which one you use. You know, they're all just different companies, but they show the same thing. So let me show you. If you go US 30. So Black Bull is just the one, you know, you have this one. You have Capital. I use Capital sometimes. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's all the same thing. If you want, you can switch it to Black Bull. It's the same data, same information. Hey, ICOG, no, we're not in. Bearish on gold. Bearish on US 30. Bullish on gold. Longs on gold tomorrow. I'm thinking that's my sentiment just based on what we just read. It's overwhelming. You know, I don't see how this could be good for the economy. What could happen between now and tomorrow that where, you know, shit's bad. It's very bad. Mortgage application log. Mortgage applications log, third straight weekly decline. That's bad. It's no bueno. 10-year auction results. NASDAQ composites down. S&P 500 down. Probably going to be a big sell-off coming this afternoon. Yes. Are you trying to buy a funded as well? I'm in challenge right now with the KOT. I have two accounts. So I have my 100,000, which I'm trading on tomorrow, and I'll explain to you why I have two accounts. So when you have a funded account, let's discuss that real quick. So you have very strict parameters. I'm with FTMO, right? I get paid. It's 80-20 split at the end of the month. They pay you at the end of the month, just like a job. So I treat that funded account like a job. I don't take as much risk on that, right? I mainly trade on days like this, on days where days like this. So tomorrow I'm going to be traded on my funded account, right? But on days like today, for example, I wouldn't risk using my funded account because I got to keep that thing going month to month to month. Yeah, I make more money, but like also if I fall below the parameters of the rules, now I got to go buy a new funded account, pass the challenge again, and start from scratch, and I don't want to do that. So if you have a funded account, I would trade on it tomorrow. I would trade on it tomorrow. You want to get as close to your goal as possible to pass the challenge. And tomorrow's going to be one of the days that will get you there. Today is one of those days, where you'll just hop around in the market and lose money and fail. So all this week, I've been trading on my regular account. Do we have a limit in trades KT Forex before getting flagged? No. What, as far as funded or just a regular KOT Forex account? No. Yeah, you trade to your heart's desire. They'll take. Remember, the brokers make money forever. How long do I plan to run this Discord? I don't know. I like it. I think the Discord does two things for me. One, it keeps my skills sharpened because now I have to, as I explain things to you and as I read and I go in depth, because when I'm trading by myself, a lot of times I just get on here, I'm not as thorough as I am. But when I'm teaching, I'm a lot more thorough. I'm a lot more careful of what I do. Let's go look at US 30. It should be dropping. Let's go down to the 1 minute because all this negative data right here. So this is our daily area of support or resistance. So as you can see, this news came out. Buyers had it, dropped it. There'll probably be a sell. Yeah, so I like it. And I think I have a good groove going on now. And with my strategy as far as not taking too many trades. If we were here every day, like all day, it just wouldn't be feasible for me because, as I said, I run other businesses. But I think, a nice morning sesh, nice evening sesh. The evening sesh today didn't work out, but, it's okay. Tomorrow's another day. And, I'm at the end of the day, guys, I am a businessman and I like money and it makes me money. So if any of you are in here, right, and you're learning to trade, or you eventually want to do what I'm doing here, which is develop a course and teach a group of people, I have some advice for you. One, make sure you know what you're doing. You can't lead people to their demise. I've been in Discords and I've followed gurus, and they fucking just loss after loss after loss after loss. But I think the teaching side, why most traders have a course, it hedges this business. I take losses too. I've taken big losses. So a good way to hedge your business as far as trading is teaching. So I have my personal trading side, right? So let's say I lose 2,000 in the market today, but I sold 10 courses. You know what I mean? It kind of balances everything out. So this is kind of like a hack that traders use. Once you get to a certain level and you're good and you have a solid strategy, you'll always be profitable. So not am I only profitable in my win rate, but I'm hedging my bets over here on the teaching. Fridays, I trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Depends on what's happening. I trade based on market sentiment and news. So I look for red folder news and I look for events that are happening in the market, and those are the days I trade. On days like, let's see here. The reason why I didn't trade Tuesday is because Tuesday looked like this. This is it. I'm not, it's not going to really affect the market. I trade based on volume hitting the market at 9:30 a.m. And this is something I figured out after just playing around with the charts. I always noticed that, like, why at 9:30 are these huge green or red candles? Like, and how can I take advantage of it? I don't know what ICT entries are, Kev. What are your thoughts on ICT entries? I don't know what that is. Maybe you could educate me. I see them now on the video channel. 251. All right, I think I'm going to head out of here, guys. Hopefully, I answered all your questions. Let me just take one last look to see if I missed anybody. Teacher, thank you. What time are we going live tomorrow? 9 a.m. sharp. I might go a little bit earlier. I might do 8:30. Just depends. All right. So I'm going to go out to my 4 hour. I'm going to mark off 9 a.m. Oh, more news. NASDAQ pairs some losses. It's tempting to take a. You see the RSI right here? Anytime you see this line flat on any time frame, don't trade. This is consolidation basically on the RSI. Anytime you see this thing flat, that means there's no volume in the market and it's just a horrible time to trade. It's just chilling. It's basically like the market's not open. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. But I do think we're going to go short tomorrow. Let me find 9 a.m. real quick. Six, seven. Oh, I gotta go from the 1 hour. Anybody have any last questions before I just mark this up and head out of here? It's entries based on price action instead of using trend lines or momentum indicators, etc. My entries are based on my TPs are usually supply and demand areas. These, you see these areas right here, because these are key areas in the market that I know market will go to, and they usually just work out for me. My my entries are based on support, either right above a support area or below, an area. So these lines right here, this line right here, these lines right here, these lines right here, they also could be used as my TP because I know market will be rejected there as well. But mainly, I think this area is where we'll be entering. Either way, if it's a buy or sell tomorrow, the market will probably be consolidating in this area. And somewhere around here, if price is above us and it's negative, we'll put a sell stop, boom, right through. But we do have to be cautious because this is a daily area of resistance. We could get stopped out. So we'll play cautiously by looking at the 1 minute chart, and we'll get a nice entry with no drawdown. I don't like drawdown. So that's 9 a.m. right there. Like, no, that's next week. What the hell am I doing? Thursday. Boom. That's 9 a.m. If you guys, I don't know if any of you guys trade the London session or any of the Asian sessions, but what I would do is what I used to like to do is you're welcome, Task, is go to my 1 minute chart around, like I used to do, like at 3 a.m. Go to the 1 minute chart and just watch the charts and see what's happening. And you'll kind of learn the pattern. That's why I love US 30, because I feel like I've mastered it. Because I just watched it so much, It makes very repeatable patterns. And it's mostly based on market sentiment. It's not like, for example, on a pair like euro dollar, right? You might study the dollar, you know what the dollar's doing, but now you got to go check the euro. So US 30 is just it's all in one. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, our stock's doing good or bad. What's up? Like, what's going on? Good, bad. Bad, sell, good, buy. That's it. That's why I like it. The same thing with gold. Let's see what gold is doing. Gold is still consistent. Hmm. Okay. All right. Can you make a video about this? How to set up a small account? The first, I will do that. Let me copy that real quick. Set a reminder on my calendar to do that right now. Calendar, where are you? And I'll also put it in the course. That's one of the videos I have to add in the course for the newbies. I'll put some links there, but I actually want to walk you guys through it. So I will make that video today. I have free time at it's Wednesday. I'll make it at 5 p.m. Cool. All right, so I'll make that video today. 2K is excellent to start. 2K's by the end of the month, probably get you to around six or seven. You know, so steady. 2K, yeah, 2K is a very good amount. Main thing is, you know, I can't set your I set the stop losses, but I can't set your leverage. I'm going to start putting, like, whether this is a high risk trade or low risk trade. If it's a high risk trade where I think maybe the stop loss might get hit, it's a little sketchy, don't use as high as of a lot size. If I put low risk, tomorrow's going to be low risk because there's going to be overwhelming data, and I think it's going to be sells tomorrow, but at 9:30. Use a higher lot size on low risk, and you know, cash in those profits. Any problem if in MT4 can't do £45, not dollars? Just open the account today. No, I don't think so. I think it's just, you know, it's currency. You know, it just depends on how you convert it when you try to withdraw. This industrial gold. We have more news on US 30. MT4. I use MT4 because I learned on MT4, and then with MT5, I don't know. I just find it kind of. I just like to stick. If it's not broken, I don't break it. You could use MT5 if you're learning. You could switch to MT5, but like if it's not broken, I'm not trying to fix it. It's dirty. Get it dirty. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. How much do you usually risk per trade? On my funded account, I risk no more than 500, right? On my regular account, which I have, I think right now, let me check my balance. I have a little bit over 6 in my regular account. Just here's another thing before I go that I wanted to tell you guys. Because I have multiple streams of income, right? I treat $500, not 500 lots. All right, because I have multiple streams of income, I treat my my account, right? My personal account, like my bank. It's like my little piggy bank, right? Whenever I have something that I want to buy, you know, yeah, usually between 1% and 5%. So whenever I have something that I want to buy, like I want to go buy a new TV or just, you know, random stuff, you know, I make a withdrawal. Like I made a withdrawal yesterday. I withdrew 1,000, right? And I was going to make a video about that whole withdrawal process, but then I got caught up doing some other stuff. I withdrew 1,000 because somebody asked me for $1,000 and I gave it to them. So I was like, I'm not going to pull it out of, you know, my other businesses that pay for my, you know, my bills, my monthly expenses, my cars, all that stuff. I treat this as just money to just go on vacation, do stuff. So I don't make a lot of withdrawals. I just like let it build. But yeah. Yeah. I usually keep it around. I take more risk on my personal account than the funded account. So I might risk more on my personal. But when I see something that I really, really like I'll move my stop loss and I'll go deep into the red if I know that like, hey, there's a reversal coming. But I would never do that. I can't afford to do that on the funded. And I know a lot of you guys want to get funded. Funded is great. It has its good sides and its bad sides. Because you're trading such a large amount, right? It feels different. You can be as skilled as you want to be. It feels different. You're taking a lot more risk. You're using higher lot sizes. You're always worried that you're gonna fail, and it's a lot more pressure. When you have your own money in your own account, it's a little bit easier. What lot size you should be using, a mini or a micro lot? Here. Get a bit, you guys. Hold on one second. One second. So there's this video on YouTube about exactly what you just asked me, because I'm headed out of here. Volume 10. Hi. It's a lot, John. Yeah, I gotta go pick up a car now. Got a Urus. Those Uruses.
Welcome back, traders. If
the
this is your
Lamborghini
first time
Uruses
here,
in Miami. I don't know if any of you guys are from Miami.
Educational content as well as
But
research
or if you want to get inside
the market with people.
Who's your broker?
YouTube.
KLT.
So thanks so much for joining me. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about today's topic, which is going to be risk per trade. Let's talk about position sizing. Let's talk about what kind of lot size should you use on your account. Now, this is something that needs to be addressed because I find this to be an extremely common problem. Now, somewhere in your broker, a lot of times
send you the link to my broker now.
You'll see them giving the opportunity for you to use something as crazy.
What's up, homie? Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you whenever you come down, I got you.
Or leverage or 500
to
1
leverage.
Right?
There's always something in the garage.
Of leverage. Now, here's the thing. People look at this and they say, "Oh, that's amazing," right? They're very happy about having a lot of leverage.
This is Travis.
This is extremely
shit! No, sorry,
dangerous.
my bad.
Now, is it bad?
That's a video. Both. Oh, no, you're asking this person. Let me go into live trades. All right. There we go. Hold on. Sure. That's crazy. I'm gonna put the link to my my broker inside general. I got over fire once, learned, so it doesn't happen again. The trick that I learned after years and years of not being profitable, it's just one thing: taking less trades. It's really, that's all it is. Like how today in the market, I just didn't feel right. Some days just doesn't feel right. When you're unsure and you're like, oh no, but our size here, so just walk away. What I used to do is try to force trades. I used to be like, nah, this, that. Like, for example, like right now on US 30. Old me, I see long wicks to the top. I see that we have rejection here at a daily. but I'm not taking into consideration that the RSI is flat. I would have ignored this, right? I would have been like, yo, all the news, negative, negative, negative. I would have probably just clicked sell right here. And it might work out, it might not. But on days like this, when all types of stuff is going on, like in 5 minutes, something else could pop up. And then it's positive. And then the whole heat map just turns green. And then your stop loss gets hit. So days like this, I stay out of it. So 9 a.m. tomorrow, I'm going to set an alert right here. As I said, I might be a little bit earlier. John will let you guys know. All right. Guys, take care. We'll do, so tomorrow we'll do trading, get that money in the morning, and we'll do Q&A right after that and until we're done. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one.